Hi guys, so I just felt compelled today to come on and say my thoughts are with everybody who may have been at the Trump convention yesterday. Nobody deserves violence, no matter what your political beliefs are, no matter who you support, who you believe in. There's no excuse for violence in my opinion. So my condolences go to the people that their family passed away, and also I hope that there is a quick recovery for Trump. Again, everybody has their different beliefs and nobody may necessarily agree, but again, there is no excuse for violence, and my prayers and thoughts go out to them. Hi guys, welcome to the next video. So today I wanted to do a very easy smoky eye, one of the most easiest smoky eyes I've ever done. So super beginner friendly, but even if you're not a beginner, something that you can easily do. And it's the e.l.f. quads, which I've had in my, you would have seen probably in my makeup case when I did my shop my stash, kind of what I wanted to use up. And I have two of them. So I've got the neutrals, and this is what this looks like, and it's I Love You a Latte. And then you could just use this on its own, but I did get this 5-pan a couple of weeks ago in an Amazon haul, and unfortunately, so this is Gold Whip, and it actually arrived with this pan completely broken, and I was so tempted to actually throw it away, but I said no, let's use it. And they actually are so similar, guys. If you look at that, the browns are the same, the creams, the only difference is this has kind of a shimmer here. So we're going to do the easiest smoky eye. A lot of these things I'm using today, I'm using through my shop, my stack kind of project pan, trying to get you kind of rid of things, not rid, but just kind of use things that I have. So the first thing I'm going to do is use the Maybelline Perfector 4-in-1 Glow, and mine is in 00. So we're just going to dot that around the face, and before that, this is a step I forgot in the last video, I'm going to put on my e.l.f. Putty Primer, which is also in my project pan shop my stash. And this is what it looks like, really nice creamy consistency. So we're going to just pop that around the face really quick, like that. Just really rub that in. It's very much like a moisturizer. And if I need to put my hair up later, I will, but I'm trying to keep it down and kind of not tie it up so much. Okay. So yes, so it just kind of blends into the skin really easily, not too creamy, but not too drying. And then I'm going to pop the Maybelline 4-in-1 over that, which is like a primer. It is, I always kind of just say what it is. So this is the concealer, highlighter, a BB cream and primer. So we're just going to, mine is in 00. They have a lot of shades as well, which is really good. So I'm just getting that around the face, and I'm going to use my foundation. Today I'm going to be using my, this is my so I'm going to be using my this is just the finishing foundation buffing brush from e.l.f. So we're just going to put that around the skin, really get that just everywhere it needs to go. And I really love this because it definitely just gives a really glow to the skin. It really just nice little base there. So now that that's done, I'm just going to wet the brush a little bit. This is my hydrating mist, which I usually put on myself, but it's also really good for the brushes. And just one little, just to kind of get all that even and moisturized. And then we're going to go in with the Max Factor pan stick, which is in my shop my stash, kind of what I'll be using this week. Mine is in Fair, and again I will link below. It was like 5 years ago or 6 years ago, but I still stand by Max Factor pan sticks. If anybody wants me to do an updated review, I will, but they are so good, travel friendly, medium coverage. So we're going to get through this as quick as we can so we can really focus on the eyeshadow palettes, because it is the most easiest, honestly easiest smoky eye I've ever done. I did it the other day and I was just so impressed that I wanted to do a video on it. So let's use my, have a quick look. I'm going to use my small blender for that. I'm going to just quickly spray that there. Okay, so let's get that on. And I sometimes prefer sponges with certain thickness of finish. So this is a thick foundation, even though it's in a pan. And sometimes I can feel the streaks kind of when I do a brush stroke with this type of foundation. But if I'm just kind of gliding it onto the skin, it just really settles in really well. Now, instead of a concealer today, what I'm going to be going in with is something I really do need to, and it is kind of a 4-in-1 again. It's the multi-use concealer eraser from Maybelline, and it's kind of that peachy tone, and so it is a multi-function. So we're going to pop that under here, and it just, guys, if you have really tired eyes, or you know, you've grey under the eyes, this is perfect. If you've redness, really, really good, guys. Has a kind of slight kind of floral scent to it, but it just gets in. And you can use the sponge if you want to kind of use this one that you have and just dot it in and really moisturize it around, or your fingers. I tend to use the smaller pointed blenders for this, so I'm just going to quickly look in the mirror. So this week is a busy week. I've got an overnight tomorrow, and I've got 2 videos going on Wednesday. Thursday I'm in, Friday I'm in, Saturday I wanted to show you guys, I'm actually going to be doing a review on Princess in Banbury. So basically that's who cut my hair in one of my first videos that I showed you, but I'm actually going to get, and I never usually get my brows done, I'm getting them done on Saturday, and I'm getting a tint. I've gotten tints before, but this lady is a specialist. She does so many things. I think if I really like it, I might go for lashes. I never thought I would, guys, but sometimes I wake up in the morning and with my energy, I kind of want to just look nice, so cleanse and look nice. So what I was going to do is kind of start to put some tint in my moisturizer. That's a foundation, that's kind of a tan. And then if I've got my lashes and my brows done, and I kind of invest in that, that might be something really good. So I'll let you know about that, guys. I am going to review it on the day. It's a gorgeous salon, guys. She has like these purple diamond chairs everywhere. Oh my god, it's absolutely gorgeous. But she's an absolute expert. She really did my hair short really well because she knew I was nervous. But I knew because of my health, I certainly wouldn't have been able to keep up with my hair. So yeah, so that's all in. So now what we're going to do is going to pop this so it doesn't dry out. And I'm going to go in with my putty bronzers like I showed you in the last video that I'm using up. So this is the bronze and the blush, and we are going to go over those powder too. I don't see in mine, unless it's tiny writing, tan lines. There you go, yes. And the blush is in Tahiti. So we're going to go in with the bronzer first. You could use it as a contour, but I like to use it as a bronze. But guys, the e.l.f. quads are just amazing, absolutely amazing. And guys, do you know what else who is trying to kind of imitate that is She Glam? So She Glam are amazing if you just want, you could say you had put aside £20. I'm not kidding you. You could get a foundation, you could get a blush, you could get a bronzer, you could get a lip. I mean, again, apologies, I do have, I keep saying it in every video, but there's where I got it done in Kiddington. I won't name them because I don't want to kind of say they're negative or anything, but they did I specifically said I don't want false nails because I didn't want to have the trouble of taking them off and everything. Got these done with my friend, but we both got them done, and then we were like, why can't we take this off completely? Why is it kind of coming off bit by bit? And apparently they have to, as I said before, take it off because they've got something they use. So that was kind of cheeky of them a little bit, because we obviously would then have to go back. But hey, these things happen, and I'm not complaining. It lasted for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, so I can't, but I just didn't realize, guys, that you have to go back basically. So yes, that's fine, we're going back. Okay, so yes, that's nice kind of medium brown. So what we're going to do is I am actually just going to use my blender and just kind of bring that up to the, and what we're going to use with the brush for is the powder Huda Beauty Glow Wish bronzer. So kind of a sponge to kind of get the area, set the area, and then we're going to go in with the, I might just dampen that again. So what I'll do with lights, guys, because I usually do use lights, but what I'm doing is I'm taking advantage of the fact that right here I have a lovely natural kind of light coming in. So I always think if you're looking at say a YouTube or TikTok or anything like that, and you're liking what you're seeing, be careful it's not all in that kind of false lighting, which can be really good sometimes, but then you may follow what they're doing and you go out and the skin looks totally different. So what I try to do is do it in natural lighting, but if I do skincare, if I do anything like that in terms of video, I will be using the lighting. But if I'm using something, you know, makeup wise, where you want to see what it's going to look like day to day, I firmly believe, I'm a big believer in natural lighting. So that's why the lights are like that. So yes, so that's that. What we're going to do obviously after the blush and the bronze is do my e.l.f. brows as well, which I have put somewhere. I never go anywhere without it. Yes, so the e.l.f. I'm going to be using this after the blush, and this is the Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, so I'll be using that. So now we're going to go in with the Glowish Huda Beauty, and this I really need to start using this more. I don't want to ignore things that I have, so we're going to go in with that. Okay, and it kind of has that marble effect. Okay, and we're going to go in with my Real Techniques contour brush. Just going to take that, tap off the excess. If I'm looking to the side, I just have a mirror. Okay. And just if you're wondering why hasn't she set everything else, what I'm going to do is set the T-zone with Stay Matte Translucent after the kind of blush and before the blush actually, after the bronze is done, because it is literally the T-zone, and then I'll go back in again. So we're just going to bring that down here. I'm just going to go in here a little, so I can see a little of that has just there. Okay, and the other side, and then we are going to get a blender brush as well. I'm bringing that down here, and I am going to just go in quickly with my, this is the e.l.f. and it's the Total Face Brush. A really, really nice, washes really, really well. So all we're going to do is, I'm not going to wet it in any way or spray it, just going to, I got these earrings and I found them, guys, after about a year of packing things away, and I got them for a birthday last year as a birthday gift, and I really like them, so I'm trying to kind of use the jewelry I have too. Okay, so let's go in with the Putty Bronze in Tahiti, and this is blush even, sorry guys, and this is what it looks like. So we're going to just put that on. We're going to use the sponge like I did in a previous video. That's what it looks like, and I'll just show you what it looks like here. So all I do, and you would have seen before the process, so the process for me is I put it on, particularly if it's a cream, in the direction it needs to be. I use a blender to kind of press it into the skin without manipulating it anywhere. I then go in with, to kind of set it with the powder. And today I'm shopping my stash and I'm using my Max Factor. This is Max Factor's blush, and mine is in Gorgeous Berries, so I'll be using that, and that kind of has a marble effect too, similar to the Glow Wish. Again, Max Factor are quite, I would say they're in between, kind of, I wouldn't say completely high end, but they are kind of in between low end and getting to high end. Some of their foundations, I would say, can be quite high end, but things like blushes, lipsticks, they're quite and the pan sticks, very, very good value. So we're just going to put that back. I'm going to go in now with the Gorgeous Berries, and I'll show you what that looks like. And some of these can be quite tricky, so there we go. And that's what that looks like. Clear packaging on the outside, and then you've got kind of your marble effect. And we're going to go in with our Real Techniques. I'm going to take that quite gently because it's very strong. Tap off the excess and very gently, guys, go in, following the pattern we did. And don't forget to go up the cheekbone as well. Okay, and then what I tend to do is go in with my Total Face brush, and I just blend almost straight away, guys, upwards. Now, it's coming off a lot stronger on camera, but it's very light when I'm looking in the mirror. So that might be because we're getting really nice natural daylight, but if I show you, it looks very natural. So what we're going to do before the eyes is we're going to go in with our brows, which is the e.l.f. Precise Brow, and mine's in medium brown. So what I always do is just, and if I haven't said before, I love the brushes on these. They're just really nice. Sometimes I have separate brushes. I don't tend to use the brush you get with it, but this is amazing, guys. So I'm just going to focus in the mirror. So yes, I will be going to print. It's called Princess. It's just lovely, guys. If you're ever in Banbury, definitely go in. So they do hair waxing, lashes, brows, colour, obviously hair colours, things like that. I would highly recommend them. So we're going to go back in, and mine is like I said before, it's like a crayon pencil shape, but it's a crayon consistency. And if I just push it up a bit gently, if I just do that, it's quite sometimes if it can be, there we go, there you can see it's kind of like a darkish brown. So we're just going to set up like that, and I'm going to start to follow the lash line, with the brow even. Okay, and I'm going to just brush the other ones. Okay, brush this one. So yes, shopping my stash I think is so important, guys, because I looked in my freelance kit and even my own makeup, and I had so many things, and I certainly need to start shopping my stash almost weekly or bi-weekly. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm looking out, guys, because I'm at the front here and I can see people walking by, which is fine. They're probably used to me doing this by now. But we're just going to twist that up, twist it again, and follow the other line. So yes, I'll be doing a shop my stash weekly as well, just to kind of rotate the clear. I've been looking at delivery, and apparently it's shipped now for the clear storage. I think it must have come from China. Usually Amazon is like literally 2 to 3 days, but I think it must have come from China. So I'm just going to bring that across. Okay, so yes, they're never going to be equal, guys. They're always different, and as I said before, this one always takes a little bit longer for some reason. So I'm going to just twist that back. Okay, let's get into the elf. Okay, right, we're just going to go into elf now. You can always use some of these as a highlight too. So I'm starting off with I Love You a Latte, and I'm going to go in with this one right here, or this one. I think I went in with the cool tone, but I might try the warm today. So we're going to use that just in the crease, and we're going to get my elf, which one is this one? I've got so many, guys. Over time I've really kept them well. Elf blender brush, and this has just been used as well. This is what it looks like, and I'm just taking this color right here, and I'm looking in the mirror, guys. Okay, and we're just going to take that, tap off the excess, and just bring it over, blending it gently as we go. And go back in again, blending that as gentle as we can. The easiest daytime smoky eye, guys, honestly, if you're a beginner for sure, and you're cost effective with the cost too. This was £4 in Boots in Banbury. This is the I Love You a Latte. It was £4 in Boots in Banbury, but the Wet n Wild, so this is Wet n Wild and Elf, but they look very, very similar. And this was £6 on Amazon, which is quite expensive actually for Wet n Wild, but they actually have 5 compartments and this has 4. But they do tend to rival each other. If you see, so this is Elf, this is Wet n Wild, but I mixed and matched and I got a really good color. So we're going to go back into that cooler tone brown there, this one here. And I'm just going to bring it up. And then we're just literally circling the motion so it doesn't look harsh. And now I'm going to go in with the warmer tone again, this one here. And we're going to bring that just above, give it a little bit of warmth. And we're going to clean that up in a moment. So now I'm going to go in just with a clean, there's nothing on this, guys, and all I'm doing is really just cleaning up those harsh lines before we go into that actual lid. Cleaning up the harsh lines like that. Okay, if I look down, you can see. So what I'm going to do now is go in with this creamy white one. I'm going to use my finger and I'm going to go in and just gently sweep this outwards, not pulling the lid in any way. And this is matte. You could use a placement brush if you wanted to. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean off that brush and I'm going to start to sweep. And you can see it starts to get a little bit more relaxed and warm to the skin. If I look down, you can see there's no real harsh line. Okay, and what I'm going to do then is I'm going to bring in the warm brown after we do the other eye, just halfway into the crease, into the lid, sorry. I'm going to use my finger. There we go. What I missed a step, guys, is my Profusion eye primer, so my apologies for that. I've been having everything, just making sure that I've got everything I need rotating, and I would usually use my Profusion eye primer, so apologies about that. But as I'm going along, guys, you can see how both of the colours are starting to warm to the skin and they're not looking harsh in any way. So we're just going to keep on rubbing that. Okay. The last thing I'm going to do is, if you wanted to, and this is what I did yesterday and it looked lovely, is I mixed and matched, and this is Gold Whip from Wet n Wild. I showed this in a video I think about 3 weeks ago where it got delivered with the Alice in Wonderland collection, but this was literally, this is what it looked like. So I sprayed it because I thought, but it wasn't used because that's what it looks like in terms of the shape. It was covered, so I could see it smashed in the compartment, because it does look like, oh, it's a, you know, it looks like someone's used it. It wasn't. All of the colour was literally kind of smashed, which was a really unfortunate. But I thought to myself, let's not waste that. So what I'm going to do is I went into it, in the inner corners, right into those inner corners. Not the whole way. And I know it looks quite harsh, but you'll see, guys, what I mean. You look down again. Sweeping that across gently, because it's in between matte and glitter. And then I went in with the golden kind of whippy colour, literally like that one. And then I just went gently over, very gently over. And I just kind of toned it down a bit. And you can see there. Now, if you wanted to, with a very clean brush, extremely clean brush, you can then, you can then just sweep it over, blend out those harsh lines, sweep that across. And you can see it just kind of neutralizes, basically. I wouldn't say oxidizes, but it neutralizes. And that's it. So then what I did is, so I do like the e.l.f. for kind of the shimmers. And I've seen a lot of people review this and say it's really good, but it can be boring. I get what you mean by boring, but it's dependable, guys. It's dependable. You could use this as a complete smoky eye. Put the lashes on, you get a nighttime look. But this, to me, guys, is a perfect everyday go-to easy smoky eye. Extremely easy. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use a little bit of that, not much at all, and I'm going to put it halfway into the lids, use a clean brush and blend, and then we're going to do mascara off camera, because I know that can be sometimes I usually go in with 2 or 3 coats and you don't need to see that necessarily. So this is what it looks like. This is the one we're using. This is the e.l.f., so it's not the Wet n Wild. If I put them side by side, you'll see how similar they are. So I think they do rival each other now and then, but the great thing about it is that they're both very much bargain friendly. If somebody was to say which is the most bargain friendly, I would say Wet n Wild. So this is Wet n Wild, obviously forgive that, and this is e.l.f. So just look, guys, the pan is slightly bigger, and it does have a glitter. So this is the 4 pan, this is the 5, But guys, look how similar. I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't, because I just tended to pick this up because I just wanted something neutral, travel friendly. If I'm going to Ireland, I don't want anything too big. And just look. So, you know, if somebody was to say which one could I get a really good bargain on, probably Wet n Wild, but are Elf bargain friendly? Absolutely. So yes, so what we're going to do is go in a little bit with the Wet n Wild and the deepest shade there, or the cooler shade. I'm only going to go halfway in and blend. So again, I used my finger for this, a cool shade brown, and I literally started to just move outwards like that. And the other side. So the cooler of the two browns and outwards. You could certainly use a brush, guys, certainly, if you wanted to. But I tend to find in the inner lids, if it's somebody else I'm doing it on, absolutely, I will use a brush, a placement brush. But I tend to sometimes prefer when you get those intricate colors, and particularly on the eyes, if you're working on yourself, is doing your own makeup, this is perfect. So we're just gonna, so this is before blending, just keep that in mind, before blending. So now another, this is my Real Techniques, and I got this as a bargain, and this is just the plain. They have the writing as tiny and in the same color, so it's like they used to have it in white. It is basically a deluxe crease blending brush. So that's it. So that's what we're going to do. It's clean. I've cleaned it. So we're just going to start to blend that and bring it up. Don't be afraid to bring that up, but just don't go above the line. And then what you can also do is use your finger. Okay, guys? Use a clean finger. When that darkness has been blended, start here and just sweep across, and you get that natural look. So we're going to do the same on this side because we've already applied it, and we're just going to go in and up, and that's the smoky eye. And so now what I'm going to do is, just to get it a little bit more intense in the inner corners before I curl my lashes, and we're going to go into the Wet n Wild, and this is Gold Whip, and I'm just going to go in with that deeper golden, and all I'm going to do is just reapply just in the inner corner very gently, just to give it that kind of brightness. And I'm not dipping back into the pan. I'm using the same finger for both. And then what you can do, just to blend just under the brows, is you can use this cream color, and we just go in there, and all we're going to do is gently, before we use the brush, just to get the harshness away, and again guys, I didn't use I'm always kind of, I have it here as well, and I didn't use the Profusion, which I should have, which is my go-to primer, under the brows. And then we're going to just kind of blend that with our clean brush, this one here, and this is 5116 from Sigma, and we're just gonna swirl that, circular motions, and such a simple, easy eye. Smoky eye, guys. It's not going to take over anything. Suitable for the daytime. Certainly go deeper if you want to. What I'm going to do is do my lashes and come back. So guys, that's the finished look. I did put some lipstick on. I put on the what is it now? I put lip liner and lipstick on. So this is from Revolution, and it's the Filter Finish, and this is in Caramel. And again, it's a crayon consistency when you put it on. It looks like a pencil. You twist it up, similar to the eyebrow pencil from Elf. And then they had a matching caramel whip lip gloss. So that's what it looks like, guys. The easiest smoky eye, honestly. Apologies if the lighting went kind of on and off. I do have a lighting system coming, guys, and I am going to kind of research the best kind of way in terms of makeup, what it looks like before and after, just because I am a really firm believer in natural lighting, and I do feel like it's the best kind of way to see whatever I'm reviewing. You can see what it would look like. Again, a very easy smoky eye. I've combined Elf and Wet n Wild, but if I was to just suggest one for everyday use, it would be the Elf, and it was £4 in Boots. Only because you can get such a good range there. It's not always that you want the glitter like I did, but certainly Wet n Wild are also very good too. You get a 4-pan with Elf, and you got your real cream, which you can use as a base. Then you got your warm and cool tone brown, and then you've got your deepest brown there too. And I've just put on my collection mascara, which is kind of a dupe for the Maybelline in Mile High, and then again just show you the Wet n Wild. So with my favorites would be, I'm starting to really favor the combinations. My favorite combination at the moment is the Maybelline 4-in-1 with the Max Factor. That's just worked really well. Again, I'm really loving kind of using up the blush, putty blush and putty bronzer from Elf. I think anything I had today, I think apart from the Huda Glowish, which is Huda Beauty, which is obviously high-end, everything else is quite manageable. This has actually just been in my collection for quite a long time, and when it came out I was just quite interested in it and just wanted to see what it was like. But yes, everything else is very much affordable here, guys. If you're looking at brushes, I would look at Elf. This is the anything with the white tip is less expensive than the ones with the black. If for example, I don't know why, but I found that when I researched prices, the white tip here, they seem to be a lot cheaper than the black. So I'm not sure kind of what kind of the not that anyone's complaining about that, what the kind of deal is with that. But yes, everything here today, guys, super affordable, and it's pouring down with rain right now if I show you. So apologies, guys. You can see there pouring down with rain. So yes, but guys, I hope you enjoyed. Sorry about the wobbly camera. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you take anything from this, just know that there's palettes out there. Maybe you have a palette that's that maybe is bigger, but it has these colors, and these colors are a really simple smoky eye, and suitable for work, anything like that. So thank you for looking at the video, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the subscribers. If you do like what you see, please don't forget to subscribe, maybe hit the notification bell, and I'll see you soon.